Before we jump into the installation, we'll show you how to change the handing on your PD10-X device. These are field handleable. You're going to start by removing the screw attaching the lifting arm to the crank bracket assembly. Once removed, simply flip it over to the other side and reinstall the screw. We'll start off the installation with the door on its side for the vertical rod portion. Starting off with inserting the bent end of the rods first, we're looking to line up the two holes on the top latch with the holes on the door. Once lined up, we can install the two latch screws provided to secure the top latch to the door. Next, we'll jump to the middle of the door. Using some needle nose pliers, we'll pull the bent end through the opening on the door, and we'll put our rod bushing on the end of the rod and secure it with the retaining E-ring. Now we don't have to worry about these rods falling back inside the door. Now onto the bottom rod. Starting off with inserting the bent end of the rod first, we're looking to line up the holes on the bottom latch with the holes on the door. Once lined up, we can install the two latch screws provided, and we'll secure the bottom latch to the door. Again, we'll jump to the middle of the door using our needle nose pliers to pull the bent end through the opening on the door. Next, putting our rod bushing on and our retaining E-ring to secure it. Starting off on the hinge side of the door, we're going to install the channel end cap, leaving the screws loose so there's room for the exit device to slide underneath the end cap. With our PD10 in hand, we'll slide the back end underneath the channel end cap. Coming over to the front of the device, we'll line up the crank bracket and install the two lock style mounting screws provided. Once secure, we can go back and tighten our channel end cap. So right now is the best time to also drill your wire chase hole for this device. We're going to remove the lock style end cap and slide off the push pad. After sliding off the push pad, we can drill the hole for our wire chase right in between the two screws for the channel end cap. After our hole is drilled, we can feed the 6-foot wire lead through the hole. Depending on where your power transfer is, will determine which direction you feed the lead. Once the lead is through, we'll plug the connector into our MM3. But first, we'll make sure to clean out the debris before packing the module back into the device. Now with our MM3 hooked up, we can reinstall the push pad. Make sure we have all our parts. They're sliding into the correct channels on the push pad. And reinstall the locking style end cap. Next, we're going to install the cylinder, which must be supplied separately. By first putting it into the door and marking where we need to trim the tailpiece of the cylinder. After cutting the tailpiece, we can reinstall the cylinder and secure it with the screws provided. Next, grab the pinion with the black cylinder bushing. Install it into the back of the tailpiece with the flat side of the pinion facing upward. Up next, we'll install the traveler with the lifter already inside, but to make it easier, we'll move the screw from the lifting arm so the lifting arm can be moved to the side easily. Here are the two options you have for your cylinder depending on your placement of the pinion. We're going to install ours as a night latch function. When placing the traveler and the lifter onto the door, we can see the lifting arm moves aside. for easier placement. And once they're in the right place, we can reinstall the screw onto the lifting arm. Now we're going to install the pinion bracket to secure the pinion in place. Even if you're not using a cylinder or pinion, we recommend installing this bracket for added stability. We're going to do a quick check on the cylinder override to confirm it's retracting the latches. Once confirmed, we can install the head cover onto the device using the 2 screws provided. We can quickly test the device and set our push to set adjustment. To set the push to set, you're going to just depress the pad to the desired location, apply power. You're going to hear a series of 6 beeps, roughly 5 seconds. After that's done, release the pad and power and refire to your new location. And that's the ease of push to set. Now we can reinstall the hinge style end cap. And once installed, you're ready to go. For more information on diagnostics on our PTS devices, please watch the PTS video on our YouTube channel.